Josh Green here for Tungsten Tales. Delighted to be joined this evening on mine, this morning on his end, Mr. Raymond Smith. Ray, how you doing today?
Very good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, very, very well. Thank you very much. Look, it's been a really busy few weeks for yourself. Been jetting off everywhere for the ANZ Premier League. Look, really fun times and good to have those big times back in Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic learning experience for a lot of our up and coming players, as well as some of our more seasoned players. We play on some of these tournaments, but to play them week in, week out, and experience what like the big guns are doing, it's been yeah, it's been mental.
Has it been what you expected it would be?
Uh no, I thought it would have been a little bit easier, the way it's all set up, but yeah, it's just been hectic, you know. Yeah, working Monday to Friday, 12 o'clock on Friday, and then you're driving down to the airport, flying out Friday afternoon, playing Saturday night, coming home, landing Sunday midday-ish, and then straight into doing the washing and the cleaning and getting all your chores done and all that, and then back to work on Monday. I didn't realize how much of um, a time sink it would be.
Yeah. Does it feel like a big step forward for you guys over in Australia and New Zealand? You've been calling, a lot of players from your area of the world have been calling for sort of improvements, more opportunities, and these things are now starting to come with things like the ANZ Premier League and the opportunities to get to Ali Pali and all these different tournaments. Does it feel like a big step up?
Yeah, it's been massive. Not only just for the players, but the interest that's been generated in the local areas. Like my club that I play at on Thursday night, we're buzzing. Every night, there's talk about it, and I think we've had five or six new players turn up and interested to play. My local news covered darts for the first time. When the last time I can recall them covering darts at all was probably when Damo won the Brisbane Masters, but apart from that, it just doesn't rate or doesn't get a bleep. So yeah, it's been huge. It's been awesome for us as players, but the darting community in general.
And the crowds in the venues every single week. I mean, I've been getting up at sort of 8, 9 o'clock in the morning to watch as many of them I can. I've been really impressed with the crowds that have turned up. They've really turned out in their numbers to support you guys, haven't they?
Yeah, it's been fantastic. I think the best part about it was when the tickets were sold, they knew that it wasn't the best in the world, like the World Series or anything like that. It's all locals, and people have jumped on it just for the experience, and yeah, they've absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, my Facebook blows up, and it's just like, where can we get tickets? So you follow the links out, and yeah, and it's been selling really well.
And for the players themselves, they've got the experience of World Series if they've played on that, but to get the consistency sort of week in, week out, even though it is a relatively short period over this time of year to play on those big stages, and they're going to be able to take that forward if they are playing at Ali Pali or if they're playing in future World Series events, that experience could be key.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think everybody knows it's playing off the floor as opposed to playing on stage is a completely different game. So, I mean, even myself, I played on stage. I've had a lot of success on stage, but I've learnt a heck of a lot over these last 7 weeks about, how I'm preparing, how I'm playing, and the highs or the peaks and the lows of concentration and all that sort of stuff. So it's been yeah, infinitely invaluable.
And from your point of view, a really, really strong few weeks. You're sitting pretty at the top of that table. You must be really happy where your game's at going into a really important few weeks.
Yeah, I'm grinding out wins. I mean, that's probably the best way to put it. Like my numbers haven't been as good as I'd like, but if I'm perfectly honest, I think that's where I knew I'd be about this stage. So
Mm.
everything that I've done to date has been a plan moving forward to get to where I want to be. Trying to find my peak performance. So I'm there or thereabouts. I mean, I'm probably a dart and a half short every game, every leg, but no, I'm pretty happy with where I am. But yeah, at the same time, I know there's a whole lot more there.
Yeah. And as we're speaking, it's a couple of days out from finals night over in Brisbane. Does it feel like a big occasion going into that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's huge. The as I said, the local community around here and the my social media is abuzz with everything that's going on. So people that don't normally or aren't normally darts fans, they're just going mental. It's been brilliant. So it sort of helps us with the excitement of it all, and yeah, we're this will be a fantastic full stop, I suppose, to a really successful event.
And obviously, the winner of the ANZ Premier League does get a spot in the PDC World Championships, but you're already qualified for the Lakeside World Championships. That's obviously a bit of a conundrum for yourself, two huge events. And I know Lakeside is something that's been on your mind for a long, long time. Just explain how you're going to and how you have weighed up that decision.
Yeah, for me it was a non-event. It was always going to be Lakeside, so I qualified for Lakeside in February. I'd had everything booked and paid for. So I mean, if I wanted to change my mind now, I'm out about $7,000-8,000 straight off the bat. So and then I've got to go and find accommodation and airfares this late in the game to go to Ali Pali, which is another 10 grand on top of that. So it's just not financially viable. But at the same time, as I said, I've got a plan about how I'm trying to, I suppose, rebuild after a bit of health issues and yeah, so I'm trying to stick to the plan because ultimately, yeah, getting back to the Ali Pali is the end game. But I don't just want to go over there and fall flat on my face again. I want to be able to try and find out where I'm at
Yeah.
and then go back there and attack it.
Last year at Lakeside, you're obviously watching Kai. You were doing a little bit of commentary duty while you're over there. Has that given you a bit of a buzz to get back on that big stage and have a real shot at that Lakeside World Championship?
Yeah, absolutely. Lakeside is something that is always pretty special for me. I mean, that's where I played my first game on stage, as silly as it sounds. I'd won a few tournaments in Australia, but that was the first time I played on stage. So, and just the history and everything, I don't know, it's just something about that venue that's iconic. Yeah, it just gives you a massive surge of energy.
What do you remember about that feeling from making your debut on that famous stage?
Uh, yeah, I just remember having a massive adrenaline dump when I walked out of there, and I was like, yeah, I was just chomping at the bit, and I was like, I have to get rid of this energy. And I remember I was walking out to Timmy Trumpet, and then I just started doing the big fist pumps and all that because if I didn't, I think I would have just yeah, I would have fallen over. I had to get rid of so much energy.
Do you think we're going to see that again this year?
No, I'm getting a little bit too old for that. I'll probably fall over, pass out, run out of breath.
I mean, the Lakeside still holds such a huge place in darts. There's going to be some terrific players there, and the ladies event, the boys event, the girls event. There's a huge amount of talent on show at the Lakeside. How much are you just looking forward to being a part of what is a real festival of darts over the 9 days?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, not just from a playing perspective, but as a fan's perspective. I mean, I love watching darts at Lakeside. It's got so much drama and excitement, and yeah, when you get the crowd into it as well, it's just fantastic. So I really like the acoustics of the place as well because sound just bounces all over the place. So when the crowd does go, it's brilliant. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, there's going to be a lot of talented players there. We've got a lot of up and coming players that we'll probably see in the PDC very very soon. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what the next generation are doing. But yeah,
You were there
getting a bit up
supporting
and over
Kai.
myself.
Yeah, sorry. You were there supporting Kai last year. Is Kai coming over with you this time, or?
No, not this year. So because we had everything booked and he was still trying to qualify, so we weren't sure what was going on. And then yeah, he's got a few commitments and all that he's got now. So. Unfortunately not.
Good stuff. Well, really appreciate the time you've given me this morning, Ray. And we'll see you in just under a couple of weeks' time at Lakeside.
Yeah, looking forward to it.